The latest in apartment gate technology centers around unique and individualized identification of vehicles and drivers. So headlight stickers is a very natural extension of that kind of requirement. So let's back up a little bit and look at what's there now. So oftentimes clickers, which we're familiar with that legacy technology, garage door remotes, that have dip switch settings in them. Think about 1, 3, 7, 9 in the up position as dip switch settings for garage clickers. Now, because they're not individually identified, they don't allow you to know what car came in. They just know that a garage remote that has the right dip switch setting was present and therefore the gate opened. Now, two issues with that. You've got driver interaction. So distracted drivers are a problem. I think everybody agrees with that. We've got many states have enabled or enacted rather legislation to stop distracted drivers. So we can't talk on our cell phone, we can't eat, can't do a lot of things like that while we drive without the police department getting involved. And so that's important, not driving distracted. But also this individualized vehicular identification. So we know uniquely what vehicle came in and when, and that vehicle should have access during those days and times. So people who have been here before, meaning that they may have lived here last year, aren't going to naturally get access just because their clicker continues to work. So a headlight sticker will allow you to say, that driver's on a current lease or that driver currently lives here, and therefore they're able to come in, they're able to come into the gate at any particular day and time. So the latest in apartment technology, the gate technology specifically, is individualized identification. And that's what a sophisticated managed access control solution does. The software behind the headlight sticker and the headlight sticker themselves, which again uniquely identifies the driver and the vehicle. So they're able to come in on a date and time at a time when they're able to get access granted. One surefire way to reduce apartment gate maintenance costs is to switch over to headlight stickers. And the rationale for that is because you've got gate maintenance companies or handymen or property management staff that are going in there, and we talked about the legacy technology of clickers by way of example, going in there and changing the dip switch settings to the receiver that's at the gate. Now, why would we do that? We do that because clickers aren't an individualized identification method. So you don't really know who specifically used that garage remote. You just know that a garage remote with the right dip switch settings was present. So the real only way to maintain that kind of system is to change the dip switch setting at the gate, which means that you've got 300 units or 500 units or 1,000 residents who are going to be inconvenienced when we change that code, because every single one of their garage remotes or their clickers have to be changed. Now with that level of effort, we all know that those gate clicker codes don't get changed very often, if ever. So that translates into people who continue to have access to the community for years beyond them even living there. So your pools, your clubhouses, your fitness facilities, all those amenities that we put in place to draw those residents in who are expecting that, the penultimate service, those amazing amenities, what draws them into living there is what draws people into continuing to come there even when they don't live there anymore. So the concept of maintenance costs translates into all sorts of things to try to prevent people who don't live there anymore from getting there. Now what headlight stickers do is they now allow you to in an individualized way, identify vehicles and drivers. So if that driver, that vehicle is no longer on a current lease or doesn't have, isn't a homeowner there anymore, we very simply turn that headlight sticker off and that won't work anymore. So through your managed access control software, you log in, take that user out, and they don't have access anymore. So gone are the days of having to go into your receiver and change those dip switch codes and reissuing either new controllers, new clickers to every person that lives there, or getting a hold of their clickers and changing the codes. Those days are gone and those costs are gone too. Improving tenant satisfaction is one of the things that customers of headlight sticker, such as the Irvine Company or Toll Brothers, endeavor to improve. Let's face it, we put a lot of effort and a lot of energy into dog washing stations and pools and tennis courts and pickleball courts and fitness facilities. The goal of all of that is to drive up tenant and resident satisfaction. We want to welcome them home. We want them to feel home. And frankly, people that live in high density living environments, such as apartments and condos and high-rise homes, high-rise buildings, those folks expect to have an amazing experience. They don't live there by accident. They live there because they want somebody else to take care of it. And Headlight stickers is a way that every interaction that they have with that gate, every time they come home through those barrier arms or into that parking garage, they get welcomed home with no interactivity, no effort necessary, no button. Those gates welcome them home. You just drive up. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to push a button. You don't have to open your window in the rain. You don't have to hang your arm out and try to align up with some key fob reader. You just pull up to the gate. You get to focus on your drive. You get to focus on the car in front of you. You get to focus on the gate. You get to focus on the pedestrian, the things that matter most, and you just get welcomed home. So I can't think of a better way to help resident satisfaction beginning at the gate. We want that experience to be profound. We want it to be very welcoming, and Headlight Stickers does that.